Getting users to test out a product is a nightmare. It's super hard, very time consuming, and mining insights from those videos that we all have takes even more time. So we're going to fix that using Hinto. And to kick things off in 2026, here's some improvements that we're making into how to analyze user research videos using our product. First thing up is that we are giving you the ability to add context about what you're trying to research inside of a project dedicated to user research. You can add the business problem, the research goals, and the hypothesis that you have for what you think users need, what you think users are struggling to do. When you save these changes and upload your videos that you've already created with users, you'll get a series of templates that you can use to analyze the video for the user research. First, you can generate a summary of a topic that was discussed with a user with timestamps, pain points, improvements, and feedback overall that was given. You can also create a hypothesis validation summary. What this is it summarizes the findings from the interview that you did with the context in mind that you gave a Hinto at the beginning. And when you have a series of interviews complete and they've all been analyzed, you can generate a final user interview research report. For bigger teams, what this does is it allows you to then create one document that you can then share out with your leadership team and debate and discuss what to do next to solve the problem in the most effective way. For smaller teams, what this is basically an artifact that you can use to quickly dive in and fix as many things as possible so your product becomes easier to use. You can always access and make one of these reports by going to the remake button, and when you tap on the templates, you'll get a series of them. Customer hypothesis validation, topic analysis, final research report, and you can even get an interview transcription. The second change we're adding and making to the product is because user interviews are really long, and also because we've heard a lot from you, that it turns out videos that you're trying to upload into Hinto are over 60 minutes long. So we found a way to actually make it easier for you to bring those into Hinto, and we've extended the window over to 90 minutes. So an hour and a half of video you can upload into Hinto. We'll do some work to optimize everything, but basically you have now 50% more capacity to add a video in. And to get started with user research and actually start testing it out on a video, because this is the most exciting thing ever, you can start by creating a project and tapping on the button, selecting customer interview. Let's give it a name like onboarding flow problems. Everyone has those. You can also then select the language and workspaces. More on that in a second. And when you tap create a project, you'll see the next screen, which will be the UX research one. 2, when you actually, or 3 now at this point, now we have a brand new area for projects inside of a workspace. We've designed workspaces to give you a bird's eye view of everything that's happening if you're a larger company or if you have multiple projects that you're managing at the same time using Hinto. You get an aggregated view in the top left around how many minutes your team has used during the month, how many total generations they have created, and how much more you can create, and what the total amount of projects is that you're working on. You can also manage and see all of the members and their roles. So in this particular workspace, it's myself and my co-founder Dmitry. We are both owners. If I delete Dmitry, he will not be very happy, so I will not do that. I can also add a member into this workspace and also give it a role. And then we see a list of some of the projects that we work on. You can see the types of projects that people have, what their status is it drafted, archived, and published, when it was created, and then I can tap and dive into one of these projects and go to it. And for example, this one was not really started at all. Your workspace projects are going to be all housed together, and you can move any project into one of your personal projects into a workspace if you are a part of it. You can also set a role for something like an admin who can take care of all of it if you're lucky enough to have a person who just deals with admin. Happy 2026. See you all in the near future with even more features.